because I don't read like this.
I mean, you can try it upside down if you want.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a technique used for drawing to help get you in your brain in the sort of mood, I guess, to draw, to look at things differently, is to draw it upside down. So it makes you like look at it not as what it is, but as
what you want it to be, I guess.
Well, yeah, because sometimes when you look at something, you see it, you know what it is. Sometimes you'll just automatically interpret things onto your piece of paper, whereas when you look at it upside down, like if it's a face, you don't really see it as you see it as a face, but you have to look at it more in depth, which causes, because it's like, oh well, her eyes are here, so I know her nose is already going to be right here. Well, it's like, well, like, that's the face isn't like perfectly symmetrical, so it just
is that why people can like paint upside down?
Yeah, once you get into that mind frame, it's pretty easy to you're just like, you just kind of get like in the zone and you just kind of go
auto zone. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 17 of Bitcade. This is the official video game podcast of Primal Target, and 17 episodes, man. It's
almost legal.
Almost legal. Well, yeah. You can our podcast can now buy a M-rated game.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at us.
All right, it is that time of the month again. It is time for Bitcade. We are talking about the Walmart leaks. We are talking about Ninja beating Ronaldo, and we're talking about E3 predictions, all in this episode, broken out through the month of May and leaking into the month of June as well.
So lucky Rebecca is not here right now. She'd pop her head out like, what are you doing?
As well as the full episode coming out in the month of June. But so we are going to talk about number one. We're sandwiching E3 into the full episode here. But if you're watching the part episode, we are talking about the Walmart leaks that just happened as of when recording this last week, right? Or like earlier this week.
Earlier this week.
Yeah. This is your topic. Why don't you kick us off? What are we officially talking about?
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting. I also think it was kind of, I don't know, funny how I'm surprised how like Baldi you are to open that up when it's making that noise over the.
See, no, you have to trust me. That was trust. I knew what I was doing. Did you trust me into thinking I knew what I did?
I don't know if you guys heard him open that, but you could tell it was
definitely. I heard it.
He totally opened that over the mixer.
Yeah. No, it was right here. I thought it was right here.
No, you were at least over that bottom row.
If it just as an indication for the audio podcast people, the mixer is on a table.
Yeah.
But even if I open it up right here in this empty space, there's all of this cable plugins over here. And then if I open it up a little bit farther, it lands on all of the board games. So it's probably not the smartest thing to go.
That is the worst of the options.
Yes.
Because
I'd
be like, oh, well, that sucks. No, Rebecca would skin you.
Yeah. Anyway, Walmart.
But back to the topic. I just thought we kind of picked through some of the games and just thought some of the things that we thought on there was interesting. I think I'll just kick it off, and I thought that the Division 2 was on there, supposedly.
I have the Division 2 written on my list too.
And I will say I only played the first one during beta. Didn't care for it. I've heard it's gotten better, but I don't own it, so I haven't like jumped back in or anything like that to try it again. But I think it's interesting that games, they try and pull, as this is coming from my MMO side of me, because I've played like full on proper MMOs over years and years and years, as everybody who watches this knows. I've always thought that the MMO Light genre is almost like a waste of time, because it's like you're gonna put in all this time, all this money in a product, in a game that is just gonna be replaced in a couple years. Like that's why I didn't really get too invested in like Destiny, because I knew it wasn't that my progress just wasn't always going to be there, you know?
Yeah. Well, I will say, like, with Destiny, I felt like that was eventually going to continue into the next one, and then eventually Bungie came out and said, no, doesn't matter. That was definitely a very much of a, I think, you know, I don't want to go into a Destiny tangent,
Right.
but I have a feeling that's probably the reason why it fell off so fast, because it's like, I'm not building the same character. You sort of are, because you can continue, continue your story as into Destiny 2 if you wanted to, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's why whenever they started using the term MMO Life for games like Destiny and The Division, it always leaves a sour taste in my mouth, because it's like, if you want an MMO, go play a proper MMO.
Yeah.
Because one, you're not going to be cut for content.
Now, to play devil's advocate on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you feel like it helps people get the taste of it?
Yes, I will say yes, I think that's a good point to make with MMO like type of games, is that if you're not really wanting to, you know, put like the time or the money investment in an MMO, and I will tell you as somebody, you know, 15-year plus MMO person, the subscription MMOs are always the better MMOs, okay? Just because they're more polished, they're the publishers and the people who produce the games, they're more likely to fix something like that.
Yeah, because they're getting their money every week or every month.
Every month.
Yeah, they're getting there every month, as opposed to, you know, that's where a lot of the subscription-based people are, you know, the loot box type people are saying of like, well, we get the $60 thing plus $3, you know, and so I guess that's kind of where, you know, those companies go into. I owned The Division, and then never played it. I returned it to the GameStop eventually, because I was just like, I'm never going to play this game. Yeah. But I did hear, like, had a rough start. Yeah. And then it came back.
Well, again, like Destiny, like the first Destiny game had a rough start. It wasn't until like the Taken King that that was when I got more invested in it, because that's when the game actually became, I won't say playable, but good. And then that was it.
Yeah. I thought there was one DLC after that of Taken King. Wasn't there one more after that?
No, I think the Taken King was. There was 3 DLCs, and I believe the Taken King was the last one.
Okay, but yeah, it's kind of interesting with The Division though, because it's a Ubisoft game. Yeah, and Ubisoft is definitely is not giving up on a lot of their games. No, like For Honor was the one. Like that game launched, and I think it came out with some moderate success, and then eventually just really succeeded towards the end of 2017, and then crashed. And then it kind of plateaued, because eventually everyone just kind of stopped. But and then what else was there? Oh, Rainbow Six Siege.
I think Rainbow Six Siege is the best. I mean, again, I think that right now has been the best, in my opinion, the best game Ubisoft has produced in the past like decade, just because of how they've managed it. And I'm surprised they even did that with it, and didn't just like, oh no, this didn't quite work out.
They stuck with it for what? Is it 4 years now? No, it gotta be 4.
It's
3
like
years?
Three. They're on season.
Gotta be coming into 4.
No, I think they're going into because they're on season 3.
Yeah, I know that.
So they're in the middle of year 3, so they're going to be coming up on year 4.
Okay, it's still a lot. Yeah, did you see that? If you play it now, you get all of the original people for free.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So now, like, I opened it up, and it just poop right there, and I was playing with Jameson, and I was like, man, that must suck, because you just spent all your money on this stupid game. That eventually they just gave them all away for free.
Well, I mean, that kind of happens with games like that, though. Yeah, once you have a roster of characters. I mean, it was like that, you know.
The year 1, year 2, and year 3 characters are still locked.
Right.
But the base people are automatically unlocked in an update that they put in there. So.
Plus, well, the thing was getting them was super easy. It only took like a couple hours, really. Yeah. You could get all of them.
Well, and the original ones were pretty easy to get. Yeah, because they were like, the first ones you buy are like 800 or something like that. Something pretty
ridiculous. Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, the whole MMO Light thing though, it just I don't know. I've never been a fan of it just because as somebody who likes to get invested in their games.
So how about with this? We go thumbs up, thumbs down in the thing of do we see it going this is awesome? Yes.
Yeah.
Not awesome. Thumbs down. Division 2, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I think it's a thumbs down. I think it's going to crash just like Destiny 2 did. I think that and yeah, because I think the first division right now, if I recall right, again, I haven't played it. According to people who still play it, is in a good stable. There's a lot of content now, even though it's been out for about 2 years now. I think 2 years. You know, it's finally at a point to where it's as close to like a proper MMO that an MMO like game can get, and and I think that's another. I think that's one of the things the players don't take into account with these MMO lights is there's gonna be cut content on these when it launches. Like how everybody in Destiny 2 was griping because there's nothing to do. It's like, well, yeah, it's because they're not made for that type of experience. And from what I've seen, you know, like out of the box, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a mess.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up only on the fact of Ubisoft's been doing pretty darn well on recovering. That's what I'm giving it a thumbs up on.
Okay.
Now, second thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. This is a leak.
Yeah.
Do we see this at E3? Thumbs
I
up,
think we're gonna.
down.
The Division 2?
Yes.
I think we'll see the Division 2 at E3.
So a thumbs up for you.
I think it will be,
I'm going to give it a thumbs up as well. So you got thumbs down on the fact it's going to succeed.
I don't think it's going to succeed.
But you think it's going to be at E3?
I think it'll be at E3, and I think it's going to crash.
Okay. I'll go down on the other one because I know this is on both of our lists.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell was also on that Walmart leak.
Yeah.
This would be really awesome.
Yeah, it would.
And Ubisoft's very on the edge of teasing it anyway. So I'm giving this a thumbs up of it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, will the game succeed? I think the game's gonna be awesome, but I think it's gonna come out to slow players.
Okay. You think it's not gonna be commercially a success?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's not. The market will probably not buy it. It's probably gonna be like Wolfenstein, where it's going to win all these awards from all the industry, and then, but no one's going to play the game.
Like Nier Automata.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a fantastic story.
Yeah.
I have no doubt about it. They're gonna bring back the original voice actors. They're gonna do the whole big shebang. I feel like they're gonna take really good care of it. And on the Walmart link, it said Splinter Cell. I do think that's a good move.
Yeah.
Call it Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Don't call it anything else. Just call it Splinter Cell. Do a soft reboot, but I don't think it's going to succeed.
I also want to stress that, in my opinion, or I'm pretty sure it's been proven that the titles are placeholder titles, as well as the price is placeholder prices, as well as the date. But
this is also from Canada too, so the picture says $79.99. Which for America would be like $60
ish.
Yeah, actually, there would be a little bit more.
Yeah, again,
more than
it's
that.
all placeholders.
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah. But anyway,
because we get that at work. Like we'll get in a game that we don't know when it's released yet, but it'll say like December 31st.
Yeah, that's the quarter.
But I think Splinter Cell I give super thumbs up. I'm super excited for it, and I think it will be. I think it will do well.
Okay.
And the only reason why I think it'll do well because the Sam Fisher is, sadly enough, is the last stealth guy around anymore.
You heard about the Easter egg of Sam Fisher in the
in Wildlands and how he refers to Snake.
Well, yeah, he goes.
And how he's like, it's just me
where's he at? And he's like, essentially, it comes down to I'm the only one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's such a sad thing.
I know it sucks that like out of this all of the stealth action games, you had Sam Fisher and you had Snake, and now you just have Sam Fisher.
But even then, like right now, we have nobody.
Yeah, we have nobody, which is why I think I think Ubisoft saw what was going on with during the whole debacle with Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain, and we're like, and they probably were like, they're gonna lose. Hideo's leaving. They're gonna probably tank the Metal Gear franchise, which they did. We're gonna step up and bring back that stealth espionage gameplay.
Now there's no one there
because there's nobody doing it
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and so they're gonna. I think fans, to prove a point to Konami, I think people are gonna buy it just out of principle,
spite.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's I will.
What's another game you got?
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3.
Yep.
Which is what we've talked about in the last episode.
Yeah, and
So-
it turns out I got to eat my words on that because apparently more news has come out, and that what was it, Riverside
Yes.
is a new BioShock game apparently.
So they've confirmed that?
I don't think they've confirmed it, but I think it's been confirmed it's not Borderlands.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're confirming that it's not Borderlands.
Yeah.
So it could still be the Border Shock. What a crossover!
That's what you need. Claptrap while rolling around with a Big Daddy.
Don't give Gearbox the idea because you know they would do it. Oh my gosh, what a game that would be. It could still possibly
Mr.
be.
Balls! Did you remember that voice?
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
You get a skin for him.
Yeah.
You put him on. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no. Okay, so Borderlands 3. Thumbs up, thumbs down on. Is it going to be there?
I think it's going to be there.
Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down on success.
I think it will be. I think Borderlands has been gone long enough to where I'm sure they're gonna. It will be. They've had the time to put in to make it something that will appeal to this console generation, because this is technically the first one on this generation, because the pre-sequel was on the last gen at the tail end, but then they did the whole Handsome Jack collection.
Yeah.
But I think it's. Yeah, I think Borderlands really fits that internet troll, internet generation thing that where, that
meta.
Yeah,
like
that
it's able to be meta with it and play around with its environment.
I think it will be. I think it'll want to. I'm pretty sure it will be at E3, and when it comes out, I think it'll be a success. Just because I think it's been gone long enough for them to revitalize the series, to make it fresh, and it's gonna have that. Borderlands is just awesome.
Yeah, because so I'm saying yes on it's gonna be there because of how far you've said it's come along.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say it's going to be a success as well because there's just a big fan base around the Borderlands.
Yeah, there's just
like, even Tales of the Borderlands sold really well.
Yeah.
For a Telltale game.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah, because I don't even think I would call it a cult following. Some games have cult followings, but I think it's just more. I think it is in my opinion one of 2K's heavy hitter franchises.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
it's definitely the one that sticks around. Because I mean, what, they've made 4 games?
3. Well, they made 3.
The franchise has gone into 4, right?
Well, if you include Telltales,
that's
then yeah.
Okay, all right.
But in terms of the core first-person shooter ones, there's only the 3.
Okay.
So, but
all right. Next one that was leaked was The Last of Us 2. This is not really a shock.
Oh.
But what?
Yeah. I'm so surprised.
Yeah, exactly. It's because this was announced. We got the trailer last year, right? That was last year's E3.
We got the one of Ellie playing the guitar. Did you ever finish it?
I've never finished.
You haven't finished. Dude, get on.
I've told you, dude. I've tried to do the.
Yeah, I know, but why
haven't
you just gone back and do it just for you?
Well, because I was gonna play it, and then I had the Disneyland thing.
Oh, okay.
So
all right,
yeah. So I tried to plow through that, and I eventually was like, now I'm going. Well, I might as well just buy the Ultimate Edition thing to have the high-res PlayStation 4 one, because I didn't have PS4 at the time when I was going to play it. Anywho, Last of Us 2.
I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited.
It's...
I want to see gameplay. That's what I want to see.
That's what I was going to say. I think we got the trailer last year. I think we are going to see gameplay.
We've had... Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we've had 2 cinematic trailers, no gameplay. I think I'm going to say either PlayStation is going to open or close with The Last of Us, and it's just going to be they're going to just darken the room,
Yeah.
and it's just going to be.
Do you think it's going to be
gonna
there?
Cut to the
and
cut
we
to
have
gameplay.
one more thing.
Yeah, it's either going to be one of those, or they're just going to open with it, and the whole like stadium's going to go dark, and then it's going to fade into straight up gameplay. And I bet you if they did that, the crowd is going to lose their goddamn minds.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is like, do you put that at the beginning? Because then everything else is downhill. Like,
I think it would be smart of them to put it last.
Yeah. It's hard to say. Because I'm like, would this game come out? They would have 3 years, right, of making this game.
Last of Us 2?
Yeah. Right? Didn't they announce it? Well, did they announce it last year, or did they announce the year before?
They, I know. I don't know if they officially announced it before that E3, before the trailer.
Yeah.
I think there were enough rumors to be like to confirm it, but I don't know how long they've been working on it.
Because the thing is like, would this? Okay, so let's do our thumbs up, thumbs out. Thumbs up. Is this going to be at E3?
Yes, it would be
I
dumb.
think it's pretty sure. Will it be a success?
Yes.
But I'm going to add a third one.
Yeah.
Is it coming out this year?
No.
Because think about it. What does Sony have? I mean, they have a lot of first-party stuff.
They have Spider-Man. They have Spider-Man.
They have Sony Ben's game coming out, which is, I always forget it. But, it's those two games are big properties now.
I don't think it's going to be this year.
I think the best time for Last of Us to come out is when God of War came out.
I was going to say that spring lull when there's no games coming out.
I definitely see this as a 2019.
But what we're at right now, because nothing really comes after Christmas.
And look at God of War. God of War
killed it.
Yeah, just blew up the first quarter.
It's also
the second quarter, I guess. Technically,
it's also their best selling, fastest selling game of all time.
Yeah, I think it is as a standalone single player. Is it just PlayStation was the record, or no?
No.
GTA
just
would
for
totally
PlayStation.
take that.
Just
GTA
for
would take that.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
because before that was Horizon.
Yeah, and that was a year ago.
No, it's 2 years ago. It's about 2 years ago.
Really? Wow. Okay.
About 2 years ago, yeah.
But yeah, I think I definitely don't see this coming out this year.
I don't see
especially with Spider-Man on the brink and Sony Ben's game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Go ahead. What else we got?
The Final Fantasy VII remake.
I have that written here too, but I'm sure it's leaked, but that would be a giant shock.
I don't.
But the thing is like they can't come out and talk about it at E3 unless they know it's coming out.
Well,
like they have to now come out and say an exact day.
Yeah.
Because this is too much cock
teasing.
Well,
like the thing is though is like so what how that gameplay we saw before? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I never remember gameplay. I remember the trailer.
So they've showed gameplay.
Okay.
A while ago. However, that gameplay was made by an outside studio. Okay. And the thing is they saw that they used that gameplay and they used that they wanted to that company apparently was supposed to make the game, but then I could be wrong about that, but Square Enix stepped in and said, "Oh, this is looking great. We're going to take over from now, and we're going to basically scrap everything you did." So they basically got rid of everything that they worked on.
I don't even know why you do that.
I don't know. This game is a train wreck.
That's why I'm saying. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down. Will it be at E3 this year?
I'm going to say I'm going to say yes, just because if it's not... there's gonna be backlash.
Well, remember, you got Kingdom Hearts that you got to worry about too.
Well, yeah, I know.
So Square's got not one, but two games, that have been giant teases.
Yeah.
The only way I see this at E3 is they come out on stage and they go, "It's coming out December 31st, but I'm just saying, like,
they're not
they have to. They have to. There's no reason.
Going to.
What are they going to do? Show another trailer? I don't.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do.
It's gonna be. I'm just saying the smart method would be you come out, you announce the day, you nail the day. it would be dumb to just come out
Square
with
Enix
like
doesn't
nothing
do
to
that,
show.
though.
I
No,
know they don't.
They're gonna probably show.
No, they do, but then they lie about it and they have to push it forward.
They're gonna probably come out, show either some more gameplay or another cinematic teaser, and that's gonna probably be it.
Yeah, probably.
That's gonna probably be it. That, or they're not gonna show it at all, and if they don't show it, they're gonna probably be in a lot of trouble. Will it okay,
Here,
for me, will it be there? I think yes. Will it be there? Will it be a success? No. I see this blowing up in their face.
I'm gonna even give us scores here. So far to recap, the Division 2, you're saying it's going to be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say yes, it'll be there.
Okay, I'm saying it's gonna be there as well. Splinter Cell, gonna be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're writing down so we can,
Yeah.
just so the viewers and the listeners know.
Last of Us
Absolutely.
will be there, yeah. Whoop.
That's
All right,
fine.
that works.
Whatever.
And then on yours as well. But we'll segue into your next game after you're kind of done. I'll kill time a little bit here. So, what I'm essentially doing is I'm going to keep score. Sure, we've been pretty even on a lot of things. Yeah. I think there was one that we weren't agreeing on. What was one that you said? Borderlands 3? I don't think Final Fantasy is going to be there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it will be.
That will be our point differential right now.
I think Final Fantasy in some form at a conference. I don't know if Square Enix is doing their own conference.
They used to. I don't think they do it anymore.
I know they used to, but I don't think they are now.
Yeah, because Bethesda definitely is the only one that
does their
thrived off of theirs. So Square kind of.
I think Ubisoft stopped doing theirs. Thank God.
No, they do.
Is it still hosted with Alicia Tyler?
Yes. She came back last year. I remember that. But it
was
but
like nothing against her, but
no,
Aisha
is funny not there.
Yes, yes.
Like,
I think she's funny. I think she's a great comedian. I don't think this is the right fit for her personally, and I don't think it's not because I don't think she's a gamer. I know she has that.
It just seems very scripted.
Yeah,
like she didn't come up with the joke kind of thing.
Yeah, it seems like yes. Yeah, that's it. It seems like she's reading something they told her to say, and it doesn't feel genuine.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't rub me the wrong way. Now, again, I know she's a gamer. I totally 100% like
she hosts
think she is. But I just don't think it's a good fit.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, I definitely got that vibe from the first 3 years.
Yeah.
But
oops, sorry.
It was yeah, I don't know. She definitely like flip-flops though now. Like she does her thing, and then I think she does like I don't think she did the whole show last year because there was a lot of the what's his face guy, the CEO came out a lot last year, but I don't know about that. Anyway, so what other game you got?
There's Assassin's Creed.
Okay, yeah.
I this is probably one where I don't think Assassin's Creed is going to be there.
I was about because here's the thing, Origins took what 2 years to make, 3 years to make.
They spent 2 maybe 3 years on it.
Yeah. So
I would say 2.
Like the prediction of that they will have another Assassin's Creed. Just go. We're like, no, we're on the train now. We're making them, pumping them out again.
Especially,
like I don't know if you were gonna say this, but especially that they keep updating Origins, and I'm gonna have to say no as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be there. I think because for them, I think Origins was a success for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a success, and I think to repeat that again, they're gonna have to do the same thing. They're gonna have to take their time, and so I don't think it's gonna be there. However, if they do take their time with the next one, I do think it will be a success, just like Origins. But again, they can't stick to that pumping it out every year thing. Like, you have to, because I will tell you, because Ryan came in and saw I was playing Assassin's Creed Origins because I finally started playing it, and it's basically The Witcher 3. With Assassin's Creed like fighting mechanics,
but that's also a good thing because it's so big.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
There's a lot of crap to do in Assassin's Creed, and it's like those are hours and hours and hours and hours of playing that game. And I've played a lot of it, probably about. I have it. There's a few episodes here on the channel.
Yeah.
So I've probably played about 10 hours, maybe even more than that, 12 hours of the game. And it's like once you like, you'll do the story, and then it's like, well, you got to be this rank to go and do this. Like, you could do it, but you're just gonna get obliterated if you get saw.
Yeah, that's
so I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do these other
side missions. Yeah,
and then you're lost in the side missions.
And the side missions actually have meaning, and
Yeah.
they actually have like a little story to them. It's not just like, oh, go here and kill this person. It's like, well, I got this person's doing this, and you got to kill him for these. It's very Witcher 3, except it's not as the cutscenes aren't like as well polished as The Witcher 3, but it's The Witcher 3, but with Assassin's Creed combat and what's the term? Why can't I think of the term? It's called
Sandbox. Like
no,
the game type or
no, because they're both sandboxes. Like
that's what.
The platforming.
Oh, okay.
The
climbing and doing
the hardcore
whatnot.
parkour.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not in The Witcher. So,
Super Smash. Clearly, Nintendo's already announced that that's their focus this year. Last year it was Mario. The year before that it was Zelda.
Yeah.
So it's like they seem to be having a pattern of, we'll have some stuff at other things, but here we're gonna focus on one specific game. And I believe Super Smash Brothers will be the. I think it's gonna be there. I think it's gonna succeed. I give them 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's Super Smash. Tyler showed up at work the other day and we were talking about it, and he was telling me, a friend was saying to him that it's just
You think it's a port?
I don't think
I've had this conversation with him too.
Yeah, he's telling me, he was trying to convince me that it was going to be a port, and I'm like, they're not going to port Brawl over.
No,
Is it Brawl? That's the last one?
No, it was the last one was just called, I think, Super Smash Bros. I can't remember. It was on the Wii U, and
I'm like, no, they're not going to port. They're not going to do
no,
that.
I honestly think now that the Switch has been out for a year and a half.
No, like a year and a month.
Yeah.
No, a year and 2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
Came out late at like the end of March last year.
So I don't think that they're gonna totally hype this thing so hard and just say that it's a port. Like what? Because then why was Mario Kart not hyped as much as this was? Why was what else got remade? I'm just saying, like, the other remakes didn't get the hype that Smash Brothers
Skyrim did.
It did, but that was Bethesda doing their thing. So, is it going to be there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It's a pretty easy point there.
Yeah, that's like one of their flagship games for next titles coming out. You know,
what do we get? What else do we got?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Whew.
You never played the first one, did you?
I own it because it Games for Gold, but I played a little bit of it because when I downloaded it, I was like, oh man! But when I saw the trailer for this, I was blown away because I was like, that looks awesome! Like this is way up my alley. The animation looked awesome. Did you see I do not expect this being there. Maybe a teaser trailer.
I bet you there's gonna probably be a short little teaser. I would love to see like an in-depth.
This is Ubisoft, right?
This is Ubisoft.
Okay, yeah.
I would love there to be some sort of like in-depth gameplay reveal. Seeing as what they're trying to do with this game, I don't know if it's going to be at that point, because last I saw, the guy was doing like a tech demo of it, where he was in the game.
Yeah, but they showed this at E3 last year, didn't they? Didn't they show something?
No,
like
it was like after E3. It was like a couple months after E3.
Okay, all right.
He pulled out that ape character, the chimpanzee character. He pulled out a ship, and he had that big like pig statue, and he was just moving the ape character around just to give you a sense of like scale.
Okay.
That was about it.
Yeah, I do not think this game's. No, it's probably pretty far along now, but like I think it's got 2 more years on it at least.
Really?
Or a year at least. I think 2019.
I see it coming out not this year, but next year.
But the other thing is like,
I think
what does Ubisoft have like in this selection of games? Like, what are they going to come out and say that The Division is their major game of this year? It's like,
possibly,
but that would mean that Beyond Good and Evil was hidden pretty darn well for a really long time. So,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Beyond Good and Evil will be there, and I think when it comes out, it will be a success, just because the first one has just a huge following behind it. I played it. I loved it.
So I guess it is how okay. So the scoring is based on if it's going to be at E3, correct?
I think it will be I think it will be in some form. Probably another cinematic trailer. I don't.
Okay.
I would love to see gameplay, but I don't. I doubt they'll do gameplay.
'Cause
So
if
I
it's-
think it will be at a presentation in E3.
If it's based on that, if we're getting points based on that, I do think it's gonna be there in some capacity. I don't think it's coming out this year though.
No, I don't think it's coming out this year either. I do think it will be a success when it does come out, though.
Metroid Prime 4.
They have to show something for that.
Because the last time we saw it was a
It's just
logo.
a logo.
So
They have to have something,
yeah.
whether it's a a scripted scene, not even gameplay. Like I think they're in a position where they have to at this point. It's been a full year, over a year, since it was announced. Like they got to have something to show.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with Samus, especially now with the Prime series.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that
have you played
the third person one, right?
No,
that's not. What's the third person one they had?
I don't know.
The one that was on Wii and they had it was first person.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, it's the first person one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Prime series. Okay,
Prime is the first person one.
I meant to say first person, not third person.
Oh,
It's
okay.
first person, yes.
Yeah. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that game.
I wonder if they're gonna do some type of really hard sell that this is our Halo-esque type game.
Oh, probably. I mean, it's the closest thing that
Metroid has, yeah.
Metroid is the closest thing to a Halo type game that they've got.
My dream Metroid game would be a combination between essentially Lara Croft in a Master Chief suit. That much of she's willing to get the crap kicked out of her. Though she has a little bit more. I guess
you're
I
not
guess
talking.
Samus has
You're
more.
not talking like
In
gameplay.
the broadest sense. No. In the character wise.
I'm gonna say because climbing walls and things like that is not Samus's thing.
I meant character-esque wise.
Okay. You want her to be tough, a tough character,
willing to go and just bust down a door.
Whereas she's not like a Tony Stark in a suit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She knows
she's a Bruce Wayne, not a Tony Stark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's willing to go in and just start annihilating people because this isn't a reboot. This is full on. She knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see her know what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thing.
Yeah.
Is it going to be at E3?
It has to be. I'm going to say yes.
Because this is a hard one because if they're really pushing Smash, but they also got another one which we'll be talking about in our third topic. But I'm just saying, is it going to be there in some capacity?
With
all that we had was a logo.
I think more than a logo will be there. I think it has to be at this point. They've had about a year and a half since they showed that logo. I think
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. What else you got?
I got Gears of War 5.
Oh yeah, that was on there, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Mr. Gears of War fanboy, what do you think?
I don't think Gears 5 is gonna be there.
I don't think it will either. I'll be surprised I'll be pleasantly surprised because I know that there's a lot of, again, I'm somebody who's played the games. I enjoy them. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah.
But I know you are the mega fan between the two of us.
I do, because the thing about Gears is where it just doesn't seem like the time for it right now, in the sense of the Microsoft first party games. I have a feeling
that they're struggling to pump out right now.
Yeah, I think that they're not gonna full on. And again, this is teasing. I'll go more into depth of this in 17.3, but I think this year's Halo. And again, I'm not gonna go into it now, but I don't think it's Gears. I think next year will be Gears. We've waited too long for Halo. I think that will be the the big one from Microsoft.
Okay.
So
I think that's fair.
yeah, that's why I don't think Gears will be there.
I don't think Gears will be there either.
It'd be cool. Be cool to get an announcement, and then here's the launch of here's Halo. I do think Halo's going to be there. This isn't in the Walmart thing, so it doesn't count for this section of the podcast. But
Between the two, you think Halo has a better? I will agree with that.
Yeah. Just Cause 4. Just Cause 3 succeeded.
Yeah, it did.
It had a weird success. Really weird succce.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really saw that coming.
Yeah. I didn't play it. I knew a lot of people that had fun. I heard the people that loved Just Cause loved that game. Yeah. So there you go. But
yeah, I mean, if you want GTA with more explosions and more ridiculous,
which is hard to say.
Yeah.
Do you think Just Cause 4 is going to be at E3?
Yeah, I think it's been a few years. I mean, Just Cause 3 was kind of I don't want to say a launch game for this generation, but it was near the launch window. So
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Just because
who makes it? It's a Square Enix.
That was what I was thinking.
They publish it, but I don't remember who makes it.
You mind doing a little look up and I'll talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think Just Cause 4 will be there just because they will be more of just in the. I think whoever's making it, whether that be Square or Ubisoft, for some reason I have those two names in my head. What I think they've got other plans. They got other things they got to worry about. What is it?
Avalanche Studios.
Avalanche? Wow.
Developed by Avalanche Studios, published by Square Enix.
Okay, all right. So the guys who made... Wait. How come that rings a bell? Why is Avalanche ring a bell?
I don't know.
Oh, it's because they had the same name as the people who made Disney Infinity, and there was a weird, yeah, man, that game is kind of old, thinking about that now, because... Disney Infinity was still going.
It came out in 2015. Just Cause 3 came out in 2015.
Yeah, that was about the time when Disney Infinity was going away. But yeah, so Square Enix, I think they've got already a pretty good catalog for this year. It would be weird for them to announce it because it would be like, where are you going to announce it?
They do have some big games.
Yeah, you have Tomb Raider, you have Final Fantasy 7 maybe
somewhere in there.
Kingdom Hearts 3. You got I think Just Cause is on the back burner for now, so I'm not seeing that there.
I think it will be there because I think there's enough fans, especially after the third one, to where I think
they've been working on it.
And
then again, Avalanche has been pretty silent right now, so they could be doing it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what other series do you know of that they've made? Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Not to discredit them or anything.
Yeah. No. I was trying to think. I thought who made Dishonored?
Bethesda.
Yeah, I know Bethesda did, but okay, so then there you go. They wouldn't have it anymore. The people that are making Tomb Raider, right? No. Now I'm getting really weird. Now I'm getting really messed up. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. Next game.
Gears of War 5. That's my last on my list.
Oh. So I have Dreams on here. This was a thing that I was like, I can't remember that I heard about it. I did hear about it because the Media Molecule thing was something. It's weirdly described. It's a sandbox game.
Okay.
From Media Molecule, and their tagline is "Play, Create, Share." I have no idea what. Is it Minecraft?
I have no idea.
I feel like it's. But Media Molecule's been pretty silent for a while.
What was the last game they made?
Who made Little Big Planet? Is that what them is? Is that
yeah,
them?
I think that's them. Yeah.
Can you look that up for sure? Because I don't want to be like a comment thing.
Yeah.
I just look up Media Molecule. Yeah. I'm sure you'll get to their website. But yeah, I'm interested. Is this like a Minecraft type-esque thing where
they are the Little Big Planet people?
Okay, and so the last game they made was Little Big Planet 2. 3? There's 3 games available?
Tearaway was the last
Tearaway, that's right. That's a Vita game.
Was the last game that they made.
Yeah. So I feel Media Molecule has been silent. I think they're gonna get their game out there.
Now that I know that the games that they made, I think they'll have something there because they're they're a staple, and I don't want to say the indie scene for Sony, but
No.
the staple like
Lower
they have this like
tier,
niche,
yeah.
these niche games that catch on with people who like to be creative within
Yeah,
their
they're very
games,
artsy
so.
studio.
Yeah.
Rage 2. This one was a funny one because
Yeah, 'cause
Bethesda took to Twitter and they were like, our
Excuse me.
yeah, our font isn't that. I guess it's like slightly different, even though they're all the same. It's Rage 2's though is like, I don't know, it's weirdly close. But anyway, do you think Rage 2? It's been a long time since we saw Rage, which was a weird game that it didn't succeed. It was like a Mad Max-esque type thing.
Yeah, it was like a first-person shooter.
Did you play it?
No, I never play it.
It is actually pretty fun. It's it's sort of Borderlands-ish type, but more realistic.
A little bit more gritty, right?
Yeah, very Mad Max. It's like Mad Max meets Borderlands. It's like, there it is. And more leaning towards the Mad Max side. And there's like mutants and like there were parts where I was like, I played that game on the PS3 and I was like, wow, this game looks gorgeous. And then they came out with, there was an iPad app or an iPhone and iPad app where you could play like essentially the on-rail shooter version of Rage. It was crazy and it really looked good because it was running on the Unreal Engine. And so I was like, whoa, this looks awesome. So I bought that game. And it was but yeah, it's a gorgeous game. And I wonder if it still holds up. But yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Rage 2 is going to be the Bethesda game? Be interesting. Because I haven't heard anything else from Bethesda.
No, I think a different game is going to be the Bethesda game.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll get into that later, I guess.
However, I think judging by how well Doom did for them,
and Wolfenstein,
I think they'll probably find the right time and the right market for this Rage 2. So I think it will be there.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I don't know if it'll be a success though. Because the thing with Doom and Wolfenstein is those are, almost 30-year-old games that have established history. Rage, this is the second game in their series.
Yeah, and the first one came out I think in 2007.
Something like that.
So
it's
been a while.
I think it'll probably come out to like some critical success, but I don't think it'll sell well.
You think it's going to do as well as
I think Prey?
Splinter Cell?
I think it'll do worse than Splinter Cell. I think Splinter Cell. I think is gonna do really well.
Okay.
Because I think people really want. I think the market is ready for another.
I think our market is ready for it.
Yeah.
Not
the gaming market, not the masses.
Yeah.
No, the gaming culture.
Also on that Walmart thing.
Yeah.
The last one here was Forza Horizon 5. Yes, I know. It said 5, though, and there hasn't been a fourth one, so I'm going to assume...
They meant 5.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 4.
Or 4, sorry.
So, Forza Horizon 4, do you think it's going to be there?
I mean, it's been, what?
2 years.
2 years? Yeah, I think it'll be there.
They usually go Horizon Motorsport,
Right.
Horizon Motorsport. And we had Motorsport last year.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's going to be a Forza game. These are my favorite Forza. These are my favorite racing games.
Yeah,
is the Horizon.
The funny
series.
thing is everybody because I don't really play the racing games. Everybody always tells me that they like Horizon way more over the
because there's so much freedom.
Yeah, I was gonna
it's a lot more fun.
Yeah,
it's just
more fun.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. I think I get too stressed out playing racing games. I think that's
no. I have a feeling you would love the Horizon series because it's like. It is an RPG meets racing game, and it's so fun to like just in 3 you could just go out into the dunes and just and then there's all these little side missions, and then the side missions get you fans, and then you use the fans to upgrade your festival, and it's like, but I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do because the first 2 games you're going to the Horizon Festival. In the third game you own the Horizon Festival, and that's why you took over Australia. So now I'm curious, like, what are they going to do in 4? Where are they going to go? Like, it's I'm really excited to see what they do with that.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, we're moving on.
Let's move on
to our second topic. This one is a bit interesting, and it might get into some more Fortnite. Some more Fortnite destruction.
Yeah. As you all know, we are both huge fans of Fortnite.
Yeah, very much big fans.
I've played it all of 0 times.
Really, you never even played it?
I've never even booted it up.
Okay, I've dabbled, and that's when I found out I was a PUBG person.
It is downloaded onto my Xbox because you guys told me to, but I never turned it on.
Yeah, because we thought, hey, no one's playing this game. We could totally play this, and like maybe it might become a popular game. And then it did, and then all of what Epic was doing of like, no, we're moving on. We're killing all these people, like killing all these projects. We're moving on to these ones. We're just focusing on Battle Royale. And yeah, anyway. Yeah. So the main topic was called Ninja Beats Ronaldo. Ninja, the #1 Twitch streamer now, has now got... He apparently gets paid more than Cristiano Ronaldo. And who is... You know more about Ronaldo a little bit more. I don't know if you want to...
I mean, he's
more backstory for him a little bit.
He's a soccer. He's a soccer player. He's from Portugal. He plays for Real Madrid in Spain. Yeah. He's huge. He's on like Instagram and Twitter and all that. And he has he makes huge amounts of money from like endorsements and all that kind of stuff. And
so, Ninja, Fortnite streamer, he has now been classified into getting paid $150 million, as opposed to Ronaldo is getting paid on his checks with a total of $139 million, which makes Ninja the highest paid athlete in the world. And he all he had to do was play a video game. And I'm not saying that esports players, we've already talked about esports players.
Yeah, but 100% athletes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, it's just interesting to see that we are more willing to give $1 to a guy that sits behind his computer than what Ronaldo has trained his life blood for.
I think the key difference is when it comes to Ninja and Ronaldo is that Ninja can be personable. You can relate to him.
Yeah.
Because that's his
job, is to talk to you.
And he communicates with the people he's playing, that are watching him. Ronaldo he goes on the soccer field for 90 minutes and then he doesn't interact really with the fans. I mean, if you catch him outside and things like that, you can get a photo or things like that.
Yeah, you know a little bit more about Ronaldo, so I'm just curious. What is his personality outside off the pitch? Like, where's he going?
Oh, he's a very like cocky person. He's very full of himself.
Is he an asshole?
I would, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
does he come off that way, a little snarky?
No, I don't think he comes. No, I don't think he comes off like that. He comes off like a nice guy, but
if you catch him at the wrong time, he could be that way.
He has a huge ego.
Okay, I mean,
he
gets paid $139 million. Not
Ibrahimovic type ego.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who that is.
No, but I'm sure someone does.
He's an older soccer player.
Yeah.
He's played all over in Europe, and he just came to the LA Galaxy this year.
Oh, he's the big pull right now. Okay, I know that part.
He's the guy who put the on the LA Times front page just a big empty thing. Big empty. He took out he bought like the front page, right? It just said, like, Dear LA or Dear Galaxy fans, and then down at the bottom, you're welcome, Ibrahimovic.
So he's not at that level. Ronaldo's not at that level.
No. But the thing is, though, is this type of mentality for soccer players that are at his level and playing his position, that's how they all are. Okay. So,
because like Ronaldo's like a Premier League player, right? Like,
I wouldn't. Well, see, he is. It's the thing is the only reason why I'm correcting you is because there's a league called the Premier League.
Yes, that's what I.
He does not play, which is England's league.
Okay.
He plays in Spain's league, which is La Liga.
Okay.
But he is a top tier player if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
If he's won like half of the last 10 Ballon d'Ors, which, if for those of you who don't know, the Ballon d'Or is the award for the best soccer player in the world.
So essentially the MVP of everyone.
Of everybody in the world who plays that sport. Yeah, who plays soccer.
Such a crazy award. Like, can you imagine that?
In the past decade, if Messi doesn't win it, Ronaldo wins it. If Ronaldo doesn't win it, Messi has won it.
That's so crazy that there's an award like that. Can you imagine, like,
oh, it's been around for decades.
I know, but like, I'm just saying, like, when you relate that to like let's say you relate it to American football, or you relate it to baseball, or you relate it to baseball is a little bit better because that's a worldly sport. So
basketball is too.
Yeah, so that would mean you would be essentially getting like the
MVP,
of the sport. Is the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter about the world, what is the World Series or the it doesn't matter about any of those like Super Bowl trophies. Mm-hmm. This trophy means that you are the best in the world. By far, no one else, and that's just crazy that there's an award like that.
Yeah, him and Messi they've been trading it on and off for the past decade, and it's gonna get. I know I'm going on about soccer, but it's my sport. Like, it's the only sport.
But it explains who Ronaldo is, though.
But so. Yeah, no, a lot of the soccer players who play at his level, they all have that personality, because you kind of have to have this sort of cocky, give me the ball, self-centered ego, because you are the guy. Yeah.
You're the one that everyone buys the jersey of. You're the one that sells the tickets. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're just kind of there. You're essentially, I mean, to relate it to basketball fans, he's like LeBron for everybody. Like, you just pass him the ball. Yeah. He goes and does his thing, and you kind of work around him. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see that, like, when you're going back to Ninja. Yeah. Ninja's just popular on the internet. Like, he's essentially a celebrity. Internet celebrity. But he's also
a pro gamer.
But going on that, though, like, he's starting to blur the lines of internet celebrity and celebrity.
I would just say he's just an entertainer.
But, well, now when he got Drake over, that was like, he launched himself. But like, the thing about Ninja, though, is he's kind of bridging that gap of everyone like watches the internet. Like, there are more people watching the internet than there are willing to go and watch some other stuff. Now, taking Fortnite out of it, I'm just talking about Ninja in this part. I'm trying to avoid the Fortnite conversation because that's not what this is about. I honestly think that looking at Ninja as a person that is in our sort of like peership,
I will say, as somebody who's part of our culture.
Yes. It's definitely really cool to see someone succeeding in this market.
Oh, absolutely. And who's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
who's a good example.
We're waiting. He's so far he's the Derek Jeter of the online persona. We're waiting for the Alex Rodriguez to branch out. So hopefully he stays Derek Jeter. Like, the joke is Derek Jeter like essentially went his whole career without being a jerk. Mm-hmm. Like, he was essentially Mr. Nice Guy and somehow made it out. It's kind of like Ichiro. Like, he's completely made it out without like escape. Right. But as well with Alex Rodriguez, started off really well. Kind of didn't succeed after that. Like, after a while, he was not really known for being that. Yeah. So, both all those people are baseball players. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that Ninja right now, he's not getting to the. I'm glad that he's being looked at as the nice guy. This is by no means. I'm not totally crapping on PewDiePie, but I'm using him as an example, as the fact of PewDiePie had the drama that hit him about last year. Right. So he kind of lost his top dogship. Everyone still knows him. Right. But he's not known as the internet guy. Ninja has launched himself to being the internet guy. Same with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's the soccer guy. Ninja is now the internet gamer guy. Mm-hmm. Like, he is that person that everyone knows now. And it's crazy. Like, I got I only knew about this information because I follow Bleacher Report, which is a sports like internet outlet on Instagram. They posted that. I saw it. That was interesting. Saw on Fox Sports, which they totally just did not like Ninja doing this.
No, the traditional sports networks are not a fan of esports.
Bleacher Report seemed to be okay with it, but ESPN seems to be okay with it.
I was going to say, until they start getting money from esports, they're not on board.
Yeah, ESPN was very supportive of this whole situation, especially with Disney owning them, as well as their partnerships with Blizzard. So ESPN's very known into the other sports because they also dabble in the WWE. They also dabble in all these other things. So they come at it a little bit more understanding.
They dip their toes in more than just
well, I mean, that's kind of how they started. Sports. Yeah, because like ESPN started with literally throwing everything on the on their network. But yeah, it's just interesting to see that we're getting to a point, and we talked about this as with the esports stuff, was people are willing to pay money to watch someone as a program on the internet, which is more into going into it's starting to lead itself into the fact that the internet is the dominant force, and TV will probably go away. I have a feeling that TV will go away very, very, like, not very, very soon, but like, as a 1 year, 2 year, but like 25 years, 50 years from now, I think all of our stuff will mostly be like streaming. We're just all connected to the internet. Because like a lot of people are willing to do that. I was talking to my dad the other day about how he's willing to go and live in like a fifth wheeler, and it's like you can do that, like, and still have TV. Yeah, you just have Hulu. Yeah, or you have Sling, or you have all these other things. Streaming services are way easier to deal with too, because you're easily like, I don't want this anymore, cancel. Like, it's way easier to deal with. And so I have a feeling this is just that indication, even though he is playing the #1 game, as much as we don't like to say that it's the #1 game.
And that is us personally.
Yeah, us personally.
Yeah.
He is definitely bridging that gap of the internet persona of a normal dude can literally sit in his chair and just play a game that he likes, and then get paid a lot of money for it by just endorsements and whatnot.
Did you see the latest news about him, about how he's going to try and clean up his act?
Who? Ninja?
Yeah, he's going to try and swear less and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. He's going to go more like PG rated.
Yeah, because he apparently, kids stop him here and there, and apparently their parents have been talking with him. Like, like for one example, I think he gave was he had a mother say, we watch your streams together as a family, but sometimes we have to mute it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's definitely cool that he's willing to listen and adapt to it.
I think it's great. I know it's the internet, and he's changing. So there's, of course, a lot of backlash going at him for it, but I think it's smart on his part. And I think it's good because it shows that the internet, people on the internet just aren't all garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's definitely got the babyface persona right now.
Yeah,
and hopefully,
if you want to see,
if you want to go more WWE on there, I honestly think it's cool that he's doing what he's doing, and I fully support, like, keep going at what you love doing.
Yeah, I think he's a great ambassador for video gaming and esports to the mainstream, because like I have moms at work that are come in, I'm here to get stuff for my kid can play Fortnite and watch the one guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I mean, even like my mom goes on Facebook and follows ESPN and all that, and she knows about Fortnite because of Ninja. Yeah. And it's like, again, I'd rather him have a different game going, but I mean, it's whatever. If that's his dream and his love for the game is what's getting him to it, keep doing it. I mean, he's definitely blown up Twitch, so that's
I think even if he just plays a different game every now and then, I don't think it's going to harm him that
much.
I
don't think so. Now it would not, but
he would probably have less viewers, but not enough to like sink him.
I have a feeling if he starts playing another game, everyone starts buying that game.
Probably. Could you imagine having that kind of power?
That's a pretty bad power to
have.
I
know, right? Just be like, what game
I'm going to play Sea of Thieves now. Sea of Thieves just launches up. Yeah, no, it's
Come
crazy.
and kill me, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
God, could you imagine? Did you see that spontaneous event he did? in Vegas? He did an event in Vegas where he planned it all in like secret, and then the night before on his stream, he was like, if you're in the Vegas area, tickets are on sale. Click right now for this event and you can come kill me. If you kill me, you get $5,000. If you win, you get $5,000. And apparently in one of the matches,
in Fortnite.
In Fortnite. Yeah, in Fortnite. In Fortnite. Yeah. And apparently in one of the matches, he got down to the bottom two or to the top two, and the person killed him. And so that guy killing him and winning, that kid banks 10 grand in one Fortnite match.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, because every time he plays, he has to hide his screen so that people A, don't screen snipe him, or B, he can get into it without the seed without having everyone jump in on this thing.
But I thought that was interesting. I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
because I think either the tickets were free or super cheap, and he said like there were like professionals were showing up and things like that trying to kill him to get the money. But he said, I think he was saying like out of all the people who got money, I think only like one of them was a pro. Everybody else was just people.
They just got lucky, kind of thing.
Yeah,
or they probably used skill, but they found him though. They had to get to him first. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think he won like 2 of the matches. I think they did like 5, between 5 and 10. But yeah, it was just spontaneous. Just like, oh, we're gonna do this now tomorrow. If you're in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see, because I never saw an article of Ronaldo responding to any of this. So
he probably doesn't care.
Are you sure?
Oh,
remember,
yeah.
He is the guy.
No, I don't.
And
think
he was the highest paid athlete in the world.
I don't think he would care.
You don't think that anyone's gonna go, well, this dude on the internet gets paid 150 mil, so why can't I get paid 150 million?
No, I don't think Ronaldo would really care all that much.
I mean, in FIFA 18, you can lower his paycheck now. He doesn't like it, but you can. All right, we're moving on to our third and final topic. This is the E3 predictions of 2018. As of right now, this is about 2 weeks. Well, when this is being released, it's 2 weeks out. When we're recording this, is about a month in advance.
Yeah, we're recording about a month in advance.
So for those people that are wondering why we didn't announce it, or if something gets announced in the time frame, it is May 12th, 2018.
Yep.
So the reason why we have to date it is because we only record every once a month. So if something happens before then, something gets announced the week before, that still counts as a point.
Yeah.
We're going back to our point system as we did in part 1.
Okay.
If your thing,
yep,
if you think it's going to be there, you get, you know, it's the point.
Oh,
makes an appearance, whatnot, do the whole 9 years.
All of my games I know are going to be there.
Oh, okay.
That I chose. I went more with games that I want to see more of.
Okay.
Versus like what we
now
did here.
if I read off some of these games,
yeah,
you might add to your list.
Yeah, I'll jump on with yours.
Okay,
if that's,
all right, all
right. I went with. I looked at it as, what do I want to see at E3?
Okay,
that's how I looked at it.
Okay,
so for me personally,
no,
we'll
play around with it.
We'll just do it.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of how else we can add to that of being another point system thing.
Right.
But go on. What's your first one, and then we'll see where we go from here.
So the first one I have up top is I need some sort of faith reestablished in this game.
Okay. Which is?
It was just Anthem.
Anthem. I have that on my list too.
Because it's going to be there. It's going to be there. But I need to see some sort of structure, and I need to see actual gameplay and not some scripted thing.
Okay, I just came up with an idea.
Yeah.
We'll go with gameplay or trailer gets you a point.
Okay. Yeah,
so if you say you want gameplay,
I want
that
gameplay.
gets you a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I don't want a trailer. I
no
want
trailer.
gameplay.
Okay. You think there's going to be gameplay. We'll even go a step further. Whose stage is it getting on?
Anthem's going to probably be on Xbox.
Okay. All right.
That's what
that is EA.
It was announced.
Yeah.
It was announced at Xbox's last press conference.
Yeah, they very much have.
It was the last thing.
Wasn't it both at the EA conference at Xbox's? But it was announced at Xbox. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying gameplay?
Proper gameplay.
Okay, write gameplay next to it.
Oh,
Just write.
I already did.
Oh, okay. And all right. And then Xbox next to it. Xbox stage.
All right.
Okay. I think Anthem is gonna be there as well.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a trailer. I don't
Okay.
think we're getting gameplay.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get a trailer again. It might contain some
gameplay.
yeah, but I very much think it's gonna be
gameplay.
very much that, and a lot of like the E3 pan shot trailer esque thing. It's gonna be it's gonna feel very much like trailer than it is gameplay. Because to me, gameplay is like someone standing there on stage and he's walking around, like they're showing the guy moving around.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a trailer of a very like, yeah, you got it over in Sector 7, whatever. Yeah, I think it's very much. That's probably the best we're gonna get out of it. I think we're gonna go. I'll even give you a chance to come back on this one too.
No,
I think we're gonna get the trailer, a very short-esque trailer at the Xbox stage, but we're gonna get the very like full play trailer and a release day. I think we're getting a release day also at the EA conference.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going with wait, where is it at? Here it is. I get release day at EA, and then trailer.
A trailer, just a trailer.
Yeah, at Xbox.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's one for you?
I have. I'm gonna go with this one. Cyberpunk 2077. I think it's gonna be there.
It has to be.
I think we're gonna get something.
It has to be there. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
And now I'm really excited. Is
that gonna go on your list?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think yes. Cyberpunk has to be there.
Okay. So I gotta get points here. This is where you can start racking up points. So I think Cyberpunk 77 is gonna be at E3.
Mm-hmm.
But CD Projekt Red is making it, so now this makes it complicated. Now I have three
Where's
options.
it gonna be? Where's it gonna be?
Exactly. Who would CD team up with? I think it's gonna be on PlayStation stage.
That's what I think it's gonna be too.
Okay. And I think we're getting a trailer at the PlayStation stage. No release date.
I think we're gonna see. Now, are you thinking cinematic trailer? Like we had before with that lady who's like frozen, where it's like it's.
No, I think it'll be a hybrid of like gameplay, cutscene.
I think
very well put together.
I don't think we're gonna get a cinematic trailer. I think we're gonna get a gameplay trailer. It's not gonna be a live gameplay, but I think it's gonna be a gameplay trailer. You know what I mean?
I'm going hybrid trailer.
I'm gonna go gameplay trailer
at PlayStation's. No release date.
I don't think. Will there be a release day?
I'll even count years. Years count too.
I bet you.
So if they give us like a very vague 2019 release.
I bet you they'll probably say something like spring 2019.
I'm not giving it a release date. So if you really want to earn extra bonus points on this one,
I'm gonna say spring.
Okay.
19.
I'll even give it to you if it comes out before then.
Because Witcher always came out in May.
Okay, well there you go.
So,
all right, what do you got?
My next one is gonna be the new Bethesda game that's
it's the one that we talked about.
I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be the Skyrim or the Elder.
No, this is not what that was. No, the one that BioShock, the game.
Yeah, that was the BioShock.
Yeah.
No,
wait, that's Bethesda. No, I'm thinking something else. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, they were apparently the rumor is they were supposed to announce it last year, but canceled that announcement.
Time wise, it would have been last year.
But even the presentation was it was kind of pseudo in the presentation. They just didn't point it out. But it's supposed to be in the vein of like, your Fallout and Elder Scrolls game. How they kind of have like the same.
So this is a new IP?
Yeah, new IP. But it's gonna gonna play like like how Fallout and Elder Scrolls are basically the same game in different worlds.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean, the way that they play and
One's
the structure.
end of the world, one is fantasy.
But like
they're the same bones,
right?
Different meat.
Yes, exactly. But it's supposed to be in space.
Whoa.
And it was supposed to be announced last year because if you rewatch their trailer,
was it in the terminal thing where Wolfenstein was?
It was. If you like watched their at the beginning, they were supposed to announce it, I guess, at the beginning because during their little opening scene, there's like a bunch of stars everywhere, and that was supposed to then transition into the new game. Well, they cut that transition out, but you still see all the stars and all, like they're in space again.
Yeah.
But
okay.
No, this is what I'm excited for this.
I have no idea about this, so I'm not even going to touch it. So if you get bonus point, you get points for these if you got it. So.
I think they're going to announce this new IP, which is basically it's same type of gameplay as Fallout. This is what people have said.
Okay.
It's like it's basically Fallout, Elder Scrolls, but in space.
That's where all games go. Like where else are you going to
go? Because I think it also makes sense. I think that's probably
that would
reason why
that would scratch my itch.
Because I didn't really get into the Fallout games. I tried them. Oh well, I've tried them. I didn't really get into them.
But you're an Elder Scrolls fan.
I love the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
I love me some Elder Scrolls.
See, that's the thing is like for me, I've tried both, and I've been very much like Fallout's cool. Fantasy games don't really get me that much.
That's fair.
But then I'm just like. Yeah. And then like Mass Effect though, I'm like, oh yeah, I love this. Like I love everything about Mass Effect.
No, when I finally got this guy to play Mass Effect, he burned through the whole trilogy in like what, 2 months?
No, not even that long.
Not
it was
even
like
that.
a week, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, burned through them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see.
All right,
what this is.
Let's break it down here. You got a new IP.
Yeah.
From Bethesda.
I'm gonna say, and now
on the Bethesda stage, obviously.
Yep.
What are we getting from it?
I think it's gonna be like a cinematic trailer. It's
cinematic trailer. Okay.
It's either gonna be a cinematic. Well, no, because they don't do cinematic trailers for their games. They do gameplay trailers for their games.
In engine.
Yeah.
Trailers.
Yes.
Because like I'm thinking Wolfenstein. I'm like, well, there's cutscenes. So
yeah.
But yes,
No.
Yeah.
They don't do like fancy like full.
That's what I like.
That's
what I classify as like a hybrid.
Oh, okay.
For me, that's just my wording of it because it's like gameplay in cutscene esque. So you're thinking a hybrid.
Yeah, that's
trailer.
What I think. And then I don't. I think they might give a year, but I don't think they're going to be specific as to a release date.
So you're gonna say release?
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay, release date.
No, I just gonna say
that's not gonna.
Yeah, just this new IP, that hybrid type of cinematic, and they're either gonna open or close with it.
Okay. All right.
Because I think this game is the reason why we haven't had an Elder Scrolls game in 7 years.
Yeah. What? Oh, jeez. Skyrim was the last one, right?
Yeah. Online. But they didn't make that.
That's true.
They didn't make that.
ZeniMax I'm sure they helped, that. Though.
They just published it.
Yeah. I'm just curious why they never allowed another company. Well, I guess Obsidian, like those guys made
Obsidian did
South Park though, didn't
Obsidian made New Vegas.
Yeah, but they went off and did South Park to continue on, right? Because they were the reason why it went on to.
I don't know.
Right? But anyway, that's what I'm saying. My point is, Obsidian type company never came in to make a like a Skyrim-esque type thing or a Fallout spin-off like how they did with New Vegas. And New Vegas is way better than Fallout 3. So it's like, I mean, in my opinion, because I feel like there's more
meat
story to it. Yeah.
But no, I want to know what this is because I guarantee you if they do announce this is why we haven't had a new Elder Scrolls game in almost because on November 11th, Skyrim will turn.
Yeah, because it was 11/11/11, right?
Yeah, it came out on 11/11/11. So Skyrim will on November 11th will turn 7.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And I don't think they've ever gone that long in an Elder Scrolls release.
No, because I think by number wise, it would have came out last year.
Oblivion came out in 2006. I want to say 2006 or 2007.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should have come out. But like you were saying, if they cut it, that was what would have came out.
I don't know. Here's the thing though. I just remembered though, because with the last game that they did properly, which was Fallout 4, they announced it and it on E3, and it came out that following fall.
Yeah, they could. That's what they do. Wolfenstein 2. Wolfenstein 2 was announced.
Yeah.
And came out, or Wolfenstein in general, I think, did that. Doom did the same thing. Yeah, usually with Bethesda, they're like, nope, it's coming.
They keep it hush hush until it's like ready
out.
to go. So I'm gonna spice this one up, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be out this year.
Whoa, okay, all right.
I'm gonna say 2018. I'm gonna say
getting the bonus points.
I'm gonna try. I'm shooting for that half court shot.
All
on
right,
this one.
we'll see.
But I think it'll if it comes out this year, it will definitely. I think it's gonna be their big fall release. If it is, if it's announced.
Yeah, I have Forza Horizon 4 on here. As we clearly stated in the back in there, I've already said. So I guess I can get. I don't know. I won't count these points as for it because I've already set it up here. Where is it at? It was up here somewhere. All right. Yeah, right here. I think it will be announced, and we're gonna get a release date. It's gonna obviously be on the Xbox stage. We'll get some limited edition car to come out to be like the official car of the game,
some like dune buggy.
Yeah, it's something. I have no idea what they get. Well, no, because the Australia one had a Lamborghini.
So they roll out with like a monster truck or something.
don't give them the idea because Microsoft does own the facility they're going to be doing this at. So, so here's where I'm going to do it. Forza Horizon 4. It's going to be on Xbox's stage. That doesn't count. I've already said it's gonna definitely get like, well, I guess that doesn't really count as that. But anyway, I think we're gonna get gameplay because that's usually how it goes. They usually do some sort of trailer then a gameplay. So I think we're gonna get that. But I'll only count that as like 1 point. So I think we're gonna get gameplay.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna let Rebecca in real quick.
Okay. And here I'll just cut right here. Welcome back. Okay.
All right.
Where we last left off.
Forza Horizon.
Yes, Forza Horizon. What I'm saying is we're getting gameplay. I'm not going to say that we're getting a trailer because that's kind of like, I feel like those kind of go hand in hand. You either say gameplay, trailer, or hybrid.
Yeah. If you're gonna get footage, you got to say what kind of footage.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're definitely getting gameplay. And
a race.
I believe we're getting a release date because this is it. Forza Horizon's year. It makes sense for it to come out this year. There's no racing game. They are literally Playground Games is like the dominant brand right now of when it comes to making the race games. And like, no offense to the motorsport team because Turn 10 definitely still puts out and is way better than Gran Turismo in the sense of numbers wise, but I definitely think we're getting a release date this year for Horizon. What else you got?
I guess Spider-Man. Yep.
I also got Spider-Man here.
I think that there's gonna be gameplay again.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
This is a little interesting because we already have a release date.
Yeah, we already have a release date. We've technically seen gameplay before. However, it was kind of like a specific scene that was a lot of quick time events. I think this particular time, I'm gonna say they're gonna do like a live, like open world sort of gameplay to be like, so when you're swinging from here to here, you can
a breakdown. Essentially.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do like a breakdown, like, oh well, there's a side mission going on over here. We can go check out what that is, or there's you can go here to do the story. I think they're gonna have that a gameplay trailer. So or not, I should say trailer, just gameplay. I think they're gonna have somebody on the stage with the controller actually playing it in the city in real time. Yeah,
it's definitely an interesting thing. Insomniac has taken the game, which is for Xbox fans. They made Sunset Overdrive. That was their last game they just made. Now they're making Spider-Man, which is interesting to see their transformation into that.
Because didn't they do Resistance? Did they do Resistance?
Insomniac?
Yeah.
No, they did. Oh man, now we're gonna get roasted. I want to say Ratchet and Clank, but I might be wrong. Insomniac is known for like a very specific game. Cut.
No.
You got it? I want to say Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah!
And Resistance.
Okay, we're both
and
right.
Spyro.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They did Spyro.
That's awesome. They're not doing it again, though.
Yeah.
They're not doing the Well, that is a revamped version. It's not a new Spyro game that's coming out. But
They
it's
did Fuse. I
trilogy.
actually liked that game.
What's Fuse?
Fuse.
I don't know what that is. No,
It
I
was
don't know.
it was a linear game, but it was co-op. You can have up to 4 people, and I actually enjoyed it. It does have like multiplayer, like horde modes you can do, but the story mode with the cooperative, I think that game was super underrated last gen. I think it was, I enjoyed it.
PS3 It's interesting though. The EA is right next to their name on this game. Insomniac is an interesting company because they have made, obviously the Spyro games are with Activision, and you have Sunset Overdrive with the Microsoft company, and you have it's just interesting of how they kind of float around. They're a double A team.
They're third party.
Yeah,
they're third party developer. However, they tend to be they tend to make games. They
Are
tend
they
to make
second party? Isn't that the
I don't
or something like that?
I don't really know the terms,
Yeah.
but they're not owned or under the umbrella of a
they
a
can
publisher.
float around. Yeah, they're considered second party because they're able to float around.
But they make when they make a game, it's specifically for a console usually.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's really cool that that Insomniac is definitely taking it. But it's interesting to see their evolution from Sunset Overdrive, and I'm curious to see like the possible transitions of the technology that they've used for Overdrive, if Microsoft allowing them, which I'm pretty sure they had that contract going, into making a PlayStation, exclusive, which is interesting. Let alone a major character as Spider-Man. Okay, so how are you going to earn points on this? Because we've already know the day.
I don't know. I don't think I should.
I think you can. You say gameplay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that there's gonna be game.
Do you want to go into specific?
I don't think there's gonna be trailer. I think there's gonna be like actual gameplay.
Okay. Do you want to say anything specific in the gameplay? Like what we might see?
I'm going to say it's going to be like open world. They're going to just kind of show you like what the open world looks like. You know what I mean? That's what I think it's going to be. It's not going to be like a specific like they might go and end up doing a specific scene, but I bet you they're going to open it up with like them just kind of swinging around the where they have the one person playing and one person talking, and like, well, here's Greg, and he's just, as you can see, he's swinging around Manhattan right now.
So essentially showing off the mechanics of the game of swinging around and moving.
and like the open world aspects, what you can do in the open world. And then he's like, well, now Greg there's the primary mission he's coming up to, and he's gonna go take on Rhino robbing a bank or whatever it is. So.
It's interesting you bring up Rhino, because what I think is gonna happen is we're gonna get gameplay.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get the boss revealed because we don't know the bad guy.
Yeah, we do.
We do know the bad guy.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy?
I don't remember his name. He's some guy that he's obscure. I don't remember his name.
Well, see, what I was thinking was to go into more in depth of who the boss would be.
No, the boss has already been revealed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. So then,
or the main antagonist.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Was like who the major person was gonna be. So, I haven't really been following the Spider-Man thing, so
that's okay.
if you can find that,
no, I got it.
And then I'll go into even. Let's see, what do you got? Anything?
Keep going.
Okay, so I guess if they have announced the boss,
yeah, Mr. Negative.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who the hell that is.
That's it.
So I'll go this way. I'll say they're gonna reveal some character we already know. And I'm going to go, because this is going to be like very broad. I feel like he's going to be obviously the main villain.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to get other.
Well, there's 2 other on the list here that are already confirmed.
Okay, you might as well say.
Grim Goblin and Kingpin.
Damn. I think
I
think Mysterio is going to be in there, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
The guy with the I think he's going to be in the game. Yes.
No, Green Goblin and Kingpin are like the big.
Yeah, they're
the big Spider-Man antagonists. Even though people like to associate Kingpin with Daredevil, just
now,
Netflix series, but
exactly.
Kingpin has always been a big antagonist for Spider-Man in the comics.
Yeah,
and in the cartoon.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, I feel like they're gonna pull out all the stops here,
Oh,
and they're gonna show.
I bet you they're gonna. I bet you it's gonna be full of villains. It's
Yeah.
gonna be. Think of it like like the Arkham games, how there's just like kind of everybody's. In
Yeah,
it.
it's
maybe
very
they
much
might
like that.
not have like big roles, but they'll be there.
So in order to save face here,
yeah,
I'm gonna say they're gonna show a boss. They're going to show a battle with someone we already know.
yeah, I
Whether
agree.
that be,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be Green Goblin. That doesn't count. So I think, but I'm just going off of sidebar. I don't think it's gonna be Green Goblin just based on the fact that that's a pretty big battle to just kind of throw out there. I think it's gonna be some peon character, like how you're saying, Rhino or Mysterio, or Sandman, like some character that we know. Not so much like he's a bad guy, but he's not the bad guy.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, what if I bet you could you I don't know, what if they like throw in like at the end a teaser to like the symbiote being in that game, the possibility
to where
teasing, like,
Venom would come in here?
teasing symbiote suit Spider-Man or Venom.
Well, see, the thing is
Or
the
Carnage.
movie comes out this year,
I know.
and they haven't revealed the third costume you get if you pre-order,
Yeah, because they revealed Spider-Man Homecoming is one of them.
and they revealed.
Oh, no.
no, that
No,
one was already in there. Right?
No, I'm sorry. It's not Homecoming Spider-Man. It's Infinity War Spider-Man suit.
Oh, that's the Iron Spider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
one.
then they released Punk Spider-Man or something like that, which is the third one though. That would seem very, very kind of Venom's
Symbiote,
here, like that might
what
be
if they
something.
put Venom and Carnage in there, man?
Whoa, okay, now we're getting into like
We're going too deep.
yeah, that's too deep. If you throw in Carnage, it's like, oh man, Christian has been dying for a Carnage movie, like for years, ever since like the second Spider-Man came out. He was like, oh man, what if they have Carnage in the next movie? I'm like, nah. And then Venom was in the third movie, and I was like, oh man, there you go. And then they canceled the whole movie of like after that. They were like, reboot. Yeah, so he's been waiting for Carnage to come into life. So yeah, my thing is, for me to get points, there needs to be gameplay. More specifically, we're going to see a boss battle.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be the same thing.
Oh, you think a boss battle?
Yeah,
Because you were going more of gameplay
No.
and seeing how the landscape works.
I'm telling you, I think this is how exactly it's gonna go. They're gonna open with him in the open world. He's gonna be like swinging around, and there's gonna be some guy talking over, like, you can swing from here to here, and then if you look over here, there's some side missions over there. But then at the end, you're gonna cut into like a main story or like a side quest boss thing at the end.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna show off the open world, and then it will lead into like a boss.
Okay. I think they're just showing the
into a
boss.
fight.
So there you go.
Oh, okay.
You'll get the points. You'll get the extra bonus points if you get both of them. But I only got two things here. What other game do you got here? Oh wait, did I mention Spider-Man, right?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Halo 6. I think Halo's gonna make an appearance. It'd be weird if it didn't. Just because, like, Halo 5 is now taking... It would be really weird for Microsoft to go on stage, and the biggest announcement they have is Forza. Like, that would be so awkwardly weird for them to go out there and just not announce anything. But they did it last year, I guess. So it's
to go back about the topic before, when Gears of War 5...
Or part 1.
Yeah, part 1.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for them to announce the next Halo game versus the next Gears of War game.
I guess what I was getting at was, like, it makes sense for them to announce the game at all.
Yeah.
Not just the fact of comparing it to Gears. It's just the game in general. Like, everyone was left with no major, like, Microsoft thing last year. As far as I can remember, there was no
Thieves.
That was it. But that's it.
That
like, they were really focusing on Rare. And then even then, it was like we had for Xbox. It was kind of light of an E3 of just we got announcements and teasers, but in the sense of things that came out from the major studio, from Microsoft Studios, there was very empty. And so to not have anything to compete with PlayStation's The Last of Us, or to compete with what else did PlayStation have? They have Spider-Man coming out this year, so it's like, those are two major things that would be so devastating to have PlayStation just dominate over, while Xbox is over there sitting on the sideline going, well, in 2 years. Because now, this was the thing. Microsoft was announcing things left and right, E3 after E3 after E3, and then coming out. PlayStation was going, well, 3 years from now, we're getting a game. 4 years from now, we're getting a game. Those 4 years have now turned into it's coming out next year or it's coming out this year. So it's like Microsoft is now sitting with, we have to come out with Chief, bring Locke back. I don't really care. I actually had no problem with Halo 5. That's just what because everyone was like, well, it's not like the trailer. And I was like, I don't really care. But I think they can do a lot of stuff with those characters now that now that Chief is like, and it left with a big giant cliffhanger. It's like a very Half-Life 2-esque type thing of like, boom! Oh man, Cortana's rogue. Like, we gotta go and like now Chief and Locke have to team up, and it's like we have to go and do stuff. So it would just be weird for them to keep on the track of like not announcing it. And so my thing is Halo 6 will be on stage. That will be probably Microsoft's big deal. And
cinematic trailer.
I think we'll get the cinematic trailer.
I think it would be cinematic.
But I also feel like we're gonna get a release date. And it's coming this year.
A specific date, or do you think you're going to get a window?
I think we're getting it this year.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say we're getting a trailer because normally that's how Halo works. They really don't show.
They don't really show gameplay because it's Halo. Halo's Halo.
On the Xbox stage is self-explanatory, so that doesn't count. But I definitely think we're getting a release date.
This is you're taking the jump like I did with the Bethesda game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
We each got one.
Yeah.
Oh, my next one is Last of Us 2.
I also have The Last of Us as well.
I think
I don't do it. Anyway, go ahead.
I thought I saw it there.
I have it up here, but go ahead.
I think Last of Us 2. I think they've done 2 cinematic trailers now. I think they're gonna do gameplay. I think they're at that point now to where they have to show gameplay. I think they're gonna do gameplay. I think it'll be like when they did the one for the very first Last of Us, where they had Joel and you were in the hotel and you had and they showed that little puzzle.
Yeah,
it'll probably be something like that. Where
the one they showed like everywhere and everyone was still like, "What the hell is this game?" So yeah, it'll probably be something like that, or who knows, maybe it'll be something dark and gritty, just because we've all half of us here have played have played through the first one, so we are already waist deep. Yeah.
So, but I think we'll actually get like live gameplay.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. I'll say live gameplay.
Gameplay.
I'll say live gameplay for Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
As well. I don't think we'll get live gameplay for anything else.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say but that's it. I'm gonna say live gameplay.
No release date.
I think we'll get a release day.
Okay.
It'll probably be sometime next year.
I think it's going to be a trailer.
Okay.
And I also think there's going to be a release day. Because it just... I feel like it is that time for it. It's 3 years, right? They had to have been working on it for 3 years. But I definitely think 2019 is their goal.
Yeah.
Because get out of 2018. The fall sucks. Rockstar's going to bump everybody. So it's like... Don't do it. Just keep Spider-Man there. It's Spider-Man. It will sell. Move on. Sure, The Last of Us could compete. It definitely has the stats to do it. Yeah. But Rockstar's such a big, heavy giant that you just go over there and wait a couple months.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because that's what I think. We're gonna have a live gameplay. I think it's gonna be live gameplay, and I think we're gonna get a release day.
Okay. I'm just saying trailer and release day.
Okay.
The other thing is, I'm gonna go with Pokemon. Pokemon, I feel is gonna be in the Treehouse thing. They announced that it was like supposed to be. It's in the works for Switch. I'm still hoping and anticipating for it because it's like it's such a big deal because like this game is known for being on handheld. It is not known for anything else. Like the main line Pokemon games, because obviously Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, all that. The mainline official Pokemon games, those
have all been on DSs.
And Game Boy to 3DS, like they've all been there. So I feel like what Nintendo's probably going to do is, since they said we are starting last year, I don't think we're getting a release date, but I definitely think we're going to get some sort of trailer for the new Pokemon game and maybe a name. So since that one was not a category in the other ones, I won't say that. So I'm going to say, just like how your Bethesda one is, we're just going to get a trailer.
Yeah.
That's all we're getting from
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Okay. I think that's... Yeah, I don't think Pokemon's going to be there.
Okay. You can write that down.
I personally
get the point for it. Write it down. Get the point for it.
I'll write it down. I'm going to say Pokemon.
Why do you think that they will not be there?
I don't think it's going to be in any sort of presentable state unless it's like a complete CG trailer. And it's just probably something really... if there's anything there, I think it's going to be something really short, and it's just going to cut to a logo real quick. Okay.
But your official one is not there at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I think it's not going to be there, and if it is going to be there, it's not going to be like some extensive like 2 to 3 minute trailer.
Yeah.
It'll probably be something like when they showed off the Smash Brothers trailer when it was like 15 seconds.
Yes.
It'll probably be something
that. That's what I have the idea of. I feel we're going to get some sort of like, here's the name.
Yeah.
And like, this is what it is. Because what's interesting is, are they going to make 2 games? That's always been the deal.
Probably.
That's always been the thing, is getting 2 games. And
are you going to pay
what are they going to do?
$120 for 2 Pokemon games?
See, that's the thing, is like, what Pokemon has always done is they've always pushed the limits of the console that it's on. So like, they've always tried to keep going. Like, for example, with Pokemon Sun and Moon, it got so packed that that they couldn't use 3D effects. It wouldn't work because the game was so stressing the consoles out. So if you didn't have the new 3DS, it almost lagged in the regular 3DS. So it's like, it's interesting to see how they've always been trying to push that envelope, and it's weird how they've never came to a console. So
well, the thing is like, I think the reason why it hasn't come to the console is because it's Nintendo's flagship DS game, handheld game.
But that's the other thing, is this is one of those games that kills previous consoles, because as soon as Pokemon goes, we're on the Switch, dead. 3DS dies. Like, that's how the DS died, was how everyone was there was multiple games going, nope, we're moving to 3DS, nope, we're moving to 3DS, and then Pokemon finally stepped in, sat there for a while when the 3DS was out, and then eventually was like, X and Y are 3DS games, and then I was like, all right, I bought a 3DS. Like, that's one of those things. It sells units. It's like, it's gonna probably move a lot of units, maybe not as much as Zelda or Mario Odyssey did, but it definitely has that fan base of like, it can do that. It's another wave of people that don't have a Switch are gonna jump on the Switch thing and buy the Switch. So, yeah. Do you got any more over there?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
I've got Red Dead 2.
Okay. This is interesting. I'm curious to see what you do. Because it could go either way, I want to listen to what you say.
I think they're going to do gameplay. And I'm now... I want to say hybrid gameplay. I don't think they're going to do live on the stage gameplay. I think they're going to actually...
So you're getting a hybrid trailer? Or it's cinematic and gameplay?
I think it's going to be... like scripted gameplay, like it's
showing off multiplayer.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't think they're going to show off multiplayer.
Oh, very much like hey, I was going to say John, but there's a Marston. I was like, hey, Bill, come on over here, and then he like walks over, and then it's just this cinematic pan like across the way,
right?
And then eventually the end of the trailer cuts into the.
I think it's gonna be like them like walking through a town. Much like Spider-Man swinging through a town, and then they're gonna get into like maybe like a bar fight or do like a side objective
or seeing a bar fight.
They're gonna do something, but I think it's gonna be a somewhat, it's gonna be in engine. It's not gonna be.
The previous trailer, the one that just released, is in engine.
No, but I mean it's cinematic. And
no. I'm just saying like. it's capable of doing
right,
that. Yeah.
right. But I think it's going to be like live gameplay, but it's not going to be somebody on the stage playing the game. It's just going to be the game just playing
Up
in
there,
front
yeah,
of you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it's going to be.
Okay, so you got the live gameplay.
Yeah.
Or you get the hybrid. The
I'm
hybrid
gonna say
trailer.
hybrid, yeah.
Hybrid trailer. Who's presenting it? Whose stage is it coming on?
I think it'll be on PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it would be.
it'll be on PlayStation.
Yeah. I'm gonna go as far as to say it won't be there.
Okay.
Because just based on Rockstar's thing and the fact that it's Rockstar,
yeah,
they don't need a trailer. They didn't
that's
have
true.
it for GTA 5, and because they don't need to do it anymore. Yeah. But I'm not saying that that's a bad call, because I feel like, if I'm wrong, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. But so you could possibly get 2 points from that. But I'm gonna say Red Dead.
No show.
No show.
Okay, that's fair.
What else do I got here? Metroid 4.
Think it'll be just another logo?
No, I actually said it's not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But
you would like it to be there.
I would like it to be there. It would kind of contradict my previous statement. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I would want Metroid to be there, and if they do bring it, I think you get no more than the trailer, and no more as much as Pokemon would get.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll probably be something really short, and then cut to a logo.
Yeah, I see, because
in the same veins like the Smash Brothers.
Yeah, they very much stated that their main focus right now is Smash, and usually when they come to E3, they really do just focus on one game. They talk about the other stuff. Like, clearly, we didn't know about Pokemon
but they
until
have their
last year.
marquee game,
it's very much like, this is the 10-minute presentation of Smash Brothers, or this is the 10-minute presentation of Mario Odyssey, or Zelda. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if it shows up, again, this is counteracting what I was saying, so I'd get 1 point from this. Yeah. It'd just be a trailer, and like I said, if it'd be no more than what if Pokemon shows up, like 2 or 3 minutes. Hey, we're working on it, still happening, and we move on.
Yeah. I bet you, if anything, it'll probably be like a shot of Samus.
Yeah, some sort of
standing there.
Oh crap moment, and then they turn and pan, and then pan up, and it's Samus, and you're like, oh yeah. So I think
something short like that.
Yeah.
For me, my last one.
Funny enough, I have a last one too.
Is Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I also have it.
Is that what it's actually called? Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, that doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah, it's Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
All right. I'm excited for this one. We're both.
And then the last one's going to be Set of the Tomb Raider.
we're both big fans. Of the Tomb Raider reboot.
Yes.
And I
specifically Camilla Luddington's adaptation of Lara Croft.
I think we're gonna. We've had 2 short little cinematic snippets. I think we're gonna actually get like a hybrid, like a chunk of gameplay. Not gonna be live, not played live, but like a bit. Like maybe like a 5 or 10 minute bit of it. Of
gameplay.
I'm gonna say like a hybrid.
A hybrid again. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I
mean, it already has a release date and all that posted, so I'm gonna say there's gonna be a trailer, and I'll say it'll be hybrid.
Whose stage is it coming on?
Microsoft.
Okay.
I bet it's gonna be on Microsoft's.
Interesting. Because obviously,
it's not exclusive on this.
It's not a time exclusive,
but I think it will be on Microsoft just because it's already been kind of rumored out there that PlayStation wants to focus on 4 key games, and I think Microsoft is going to be kind of hurting for titles to show, and I think this is going to be a big title for them to present.
And it seems like there's no action adventure game like Tomb Raider is. Like, if they put Halo out there, obviously both of those games did come out at the same. I think they both came out at the same time, didn't they? Or Halo 5 and
Halo 5 and Rise of Tomb Raider came out about this.
Or Gears, one of the two came out at the same time.
Halo 5 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, I
Has
think,
it been
came
that
out.
long for Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah, I think they came
Jeez.
out at the same time.
2016.
It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Because it came out on PlayStation in July after it was released, and it's almost July.
So it's a match made in heaven right here. Master Chief and Lara Croft. There you go. I also think it's
ship him out into space.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where Lara goes this time.
She's going to space.
I think we're gonna get a hybrid trailer as well.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna make it interesting.
Okay.
I'm full on saying we're gonna get some gameplay.
Like live gameplay.
Yeah, live gameplay.
Okay.
And we'll get. We obviously know the release date, and it will be on Xbox.
Yeah.
As well, because I think Square and Microsoft are really trying to be buddy, especially with the fact that Crystal Dynamics is. They helped out on this one. Obviously, they didn't make this one because who took this one? It was some other company that because they were more focusing on the movie, or they were going on and doing other stuff, right? Crystal went on to do another.
I think
game,
Crystal
right?
Dynamics is working on something else right now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And for some reason, they didn't get the Tomb Raider game, which is weird. Why they would say they don't want to work on it? I don't know. It was very weird of why Crystal Dynamics is not working on this game 100%. Like it would make sense if they were like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Oh, they're doing the Marvel game.
The Untitled Marvel game.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right, because Square has the licensing of the superheroes, other than Spider-Man.
That's
evidently.
what they're doing. Thank you, Google.
So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I did have Gears of War 5 here, but I also kind of fought myself on it up here in the first topic, where I don't think it's gonna be there. So I'm not gonna mention that. I will say, man, there was a game that popped in my head that you might like. What did you have?
You said it.
Oh, Cyberpunk 2077.
Did we already go through it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry.
There was another game that was like, but yeah, I think that's mainly. I mean, did you have anything else?
Not that I can think of. Maybe Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3, yeah, that's not announced yet. It's not even like it's 5 years into the making.
To me, that game is kind of becoming like a joke.
Yeah.
How many E3s is it going to be on before it actually comes out?
Yeah, I mean, so just so that everyone knows, the Xbox E3 briefing will be on June 10th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The PlayStation E3 event will be on June 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Nintendo's, usually it's called Treehouse event. I guess it's just called a video presentation this year. Will be on June 12th. What? That's interesting.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, on June 12th.
At noon.
At 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. And I'm trying to find IGN's thing because they did a whole video breakout of things. But, if I don't find it in the next 2 seconds. No, I didn't find it. All right, so that's mainly going to be it. So we'll kind of fix all of this. Like our notebooks look like this right now. I don't know if it even will show it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. We have all the predictions. Tune in next episode because it's going to be a pretty long episode because the last E3 episode we did was an hour and a half long. So even though this one was almost 2 hours long as well. So any final words? Are you excited for E3?
I'm excited to see what comes out of this E3.
Yeah. Because a lot of secret stuff. Because I feel like there's a lot we don't know.
There's a lot of games that are coming out that we don't know all that much about. That I'm personally excited for. You know, Spider-Man, Last of Us. I really am excited for the next Borderlands game. Even though I didn't play the pre-sequel because I was burnt out on Borderlands at the time, but I'm excited.
You own it though.
I own it. I just haven't played it yet. And Red Dead. There's just so many games that I'm excited for. Yeah,
a lot of single player stuff going on out here too.
It's nice to see.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing like a lot of single player. Yeah. There is some multiplayer, a lot of multiplayer too.
Yeah,
but a lot of our stuff is very single player.
I'm gonna say, looking at all mine, the ones that I see that will have multiplayer. Let's see, Anthem will. Last of Us will probably have multiplayer again. Red Dead will have multiplayer again. I know Shadow Tomb Raider has multiplayer.
but it's very light.
Yeah, it's like
because the second one had it too, but it was it was a two-player thing.
It was like Uncharted's multiplayer. And then Cyberpunk will have it's sort of multiplayer-ish.
There's multiplayer in Cyberpunk?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's taking so long. It's
like CD's never done multiplayer, right?
Like the thing is like they're trying to do this thing where it's almost like a hub world that everybody plays in, but you're not like really playing together.
Yeah,
you're just like
so Dark Souls type.
Kind of, except the people are gonna actually like be there, if that makes sense.
So Division.
I think of it like like Division or like Steep, where like if when I'm in Steep, I see somebody going down the mountain, that's an actual person.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like they don't affect me or anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, like I said, a lot of our stuff is kind of the same because we'd very much prefer the single player experience kind of thing, immersed into the environment and stories. But like I said, I got Halo on here. I got Forza on here. What else is there? Anthem we talked about. In the previous topics we talked about like Assassin's Creed, which didn't have multiplayer in this last one, but we never know.
Which is good in my opinion. The Assassin's Creed multiplayer was never that great. I tried it in 3 and it was
Dream seems like it's gonna obviously have some sort of multiplayer aspect of it. And I think that's about it.
It's not that we here at Bitcade don't like our multiplayer games because
yeah. Do you still play that?
I haven't played it in forever.
Yeah, I haven't either. I was like, I don't even. I actually don't have it on Xbox anymore.
Really, you uninstalled it?
I traded it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I own it on PC though. So.
Yeah, I haven't played it. Last time I played was before Doomfist came out. That's how long it's been for me.
Yeah, I think I played when Doomfist was around, but that was about it.
I just burnt out. I was playing it. I played it. That was like all I played for like almost a year, and I just burnt out.
Some people still like it though. Yeah, I got that. You got that breast cancer mercy. You got a whole bunch of like all these new skins that you can't get anymore. that's how they get you.
No, you can get them every time that
it rotates out, kind of thing.
Well, when that season comes back, you can get them again.
Oh, okay.
So if you missed out on a Halloween scan, when Halloween comes back around, you can get it.
All right.
And you can actually you can buy them now with in-game currency. So it's not like you're.
Yeah. And
I think they're cheaper. The old ones, I think this year they made them cheaper, whereas the new ones were more like a legendary skin is like a regular legendary skin that comes in the game, not out of a box, is I think 1,000, and then the event ones were like 3,000, but then I think the old event ones were unlocked and able to purchase
both
for
ways.
1,000.
Okay, that's interesting.
If I remember right, again, like I said, it's been a very long time since I played Overwatch. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Bitcade, and we are going to end it here. But there's see, I watched the old episodes and I was like, oh man, we totally didn't even do that anymore. But the reason why is because you never participated or Quinn never participated. Until I honestly, made a big deal about it and we did it again.
I didn't know it was a thing until you made a big deal about it. And then I never remember it.
Yeah, you never forget. But that's the thing. It's like I make a big deal about it, but you never do it again.
I'll probably forget next time we record.
Probably. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. If you have E3 predictions or if you want to send us a PDF file of this monstrous notebook pad of what we just did, I'm going to make one anyway, but if you make one cooler, we'll use yours and we'll give you a shout out in the next episode. Links in the description below for all social media. If you have some E3 predictions or you disagree with us or you want to elaborate more on our stuff, you can also use the comment section below. If you're watching the full episode, E3 should be next week. And if you're watching the bit by bit episodes, then it will be... Obviously, this will be the third one, so it'll be 2 weeks away from now. And then we will be back and talk about what happened at E3 in the next episode, in episode 18. So stick around. Make sure you subscribe. My name is Ryan A.
I was David.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye. What are you squeezing there?
Whatever you want.